Hi there, it's Thursday the 5th of August 2021. We are on our final week looking at the one another scriptures in the New Testament, how we are to love one another, accept one another, encourage one another, serve one another, and this week teach one another. In particular, we're asking the question, well, how do we teach one another? And we're looking at the life of Jesus as our example. And so far we've learned that Jesus taught others in his world through, first of all, telling stories, and we can do that very simply. Tell the stories that stories about ourselves or about things that have happened in our lives that we have learned through, and we can teach each other through those stories. Secondly, Jesus taught through the situations that he found himself in with others, and we can do the same when we are in situations. We can teach each other about things, perhaps how to do something better in a situation. Perhaps we can learn from somebody else in a particular situation. And thirdly, Jesus taught through warnings which he gave when he saw that there was danger, and sometimes he simply gave a warning to somebody, and that was a way of teaching others how to recognise what is dangerous in life and how to avoid those dangers. Luke chapter 12 verses 1 to 3. When a crowd of many thousands had gathered so that they were trampling on one another, Jesus began to speak first to his disciples, saying, "Be on your guard," or be warned, against the yeast of the Pharisees, which is hypocrisy. There is nothing concealed that will not be disclosed, or hidden that will not be made known. Jesus was giving a warning to his disciples, and he was warning them against being like the Pharisees, the religious leaders, who just didn't quite have the right attitude. They said the right things, but they didn't live the right way, so they were being hypocritical. And Jesus was warning them about that. There are all kinds of things in life which can be wrong tracks that we go down. And if we have lived a little, we have probably learned some of the ways of the world. We have learned some of the ways that are good to go down, and we have learned some of the ways that are not good to go down. And we can warn those that come after us, don't do what I did. I did that, and it was not good. Don't handle this situation in the way that I handled that situation, because it did not come out well. When I was trying to fix the tap in the kitchen, I had taken the top off the tap, and I had unscrewed a little screw, and I had to leave a little warning card, and I had to go and say to the family, don't switch the water on. Don't just go in without thinking, and as you would normally do, switch the water on, because if you do, the water will go straight up and hit the ceiling and it won't be pretty. And so there was a simple warning there. And sometimes we can be a bit nervous about giving warnings to each other. Sometimes we think, well, others will think that who does he think he is? Who does she think she is? Some know-it-all. Somehow we know better than you. And I understand that, and sometimes we can be a bit reticent or nervous. But would we not want to have a warning in the same situation? If we were going to go into danger, if we were going to make a mistake, would it not be good if somebody who had learned that before us came and gave us that warning? So let us be encouraged to warn one another, because it is a way of teaching one another, and that is exactly what we are instructed to do. And as it said in Romans 15, we are competent to do that. So be blessed as you warn one another. Speak to you again tomorrow.